Hello, my name is Steve Sarafian. I'm Sales Support Engineer at Sony, and in this video we'll go through the product lineup of the current XDCAM decks, and I'll talk about some of their unique features and how they can be applied to your applications. I'll be talking about the 5 major models in the XDCAM product lineup: the PMW-50 portable S/S recorder, the PDW-HR1/MK1 portable XDCAM disc and S/S deck, and the PMW-1000 Studio S/S deck, the PDW-HD1500 and PDW-F-1600 XDCAM disc studio decks, and then finally the XDCAM Station Studio Deck family. First, the PMW-50 is a battery or DC-powered portable memory recorder that records to S/S memory cards, featuring the MPEG-2 HD422 50 megabit per second codec. Either UDF or FAT file systems can be used with recording media, so they are compatible with many of the S/S memory camcorders, such as the PMW-EX1R, the PMW-EX3, and the PMW-100, 200, 300, 400, and 500 camcorders. The PMW-50 supports multiple recording and playback formats, including the traditional interlaced and progressive frame rates. In addition, SD formats supported are IMX50 and DVCAM. Also, there's an HD to SD down-convert output. In other words, you can choose the best recording format for your application. The PMW-50 has dual S/S slots and a recording time of approximately 120 minutes in the 50 megabit codec and 180 minutes in the 35 megabit codec. This is recording to 64 gigabyte S/S memory cards. This allows a long record time in the highest quality recording format. Audio recording is uncompressed for the highest quality in either 24 or 16 bits depending on the recording codec. Other important features include partial clip playback from in-point to out-point, repeat mode playback, a 3.5-inch color LCD monitor and HDMI output for convenient monitoring, 2 assignable buttons for quick access to special functions and menus. You have long operating time with the battery pack and linear high-speed picture search of 4 times, 15 times, or 24 times play speed. Nonlinear picture search with thumbnail expand mode and an IR remote control. For I/O connections, the PMW-50 has an SDI output and input for linear baseband applications, analog audio output for 2-channel monitoring, and a composite output for simple monitoring. There's also an HDMI output for connection to any monitor or TV. There's an iLink input for DVCAM mode recording, and there's a USB connection to use the PMW-50 as a dual S/S card reader. So before moving on, I'd like to show you a really powerful feature combining the assignable buttons of the PMW-50 and S/S memory card backup functionality. A time-saving feature is to use the assignable to button to trigger a one-touch copy process. As an example here, I have an S/S card to back up. Simply by pushing assignable to, as you can see, the PMW-50 mounts a new backup folder for this card on the external drive and immediately starts to copy the file. File-based workflows are also supported by using the deck as a USB card reader. In addition, a second front-mounted USB port is provided to copy S/S cards to the external storage, either hard drive or solid-state SSD drive. This combination of USB ports allows you to choose the optimum file-based workflow for editing and file transfer. When the copy is finished, it's easy to view and play the clip from the USB drive simply by using the USB drive thumbnail function, which I have assigned to assignable 1. I can pick a clip and play it directly from the USB drive. In addition, I can copy from an external drive to the S/S card or copy from one S/S card to the other. This offers the flexible option in the field for managing clips and media. For example, if a producer needs a subset of clips from the day's shoot, it's easy to copy any clip to a new card or the external hard drive. So as you can see, the PMW-50 is a feature-rich deck in a small and affordable package. Up next, the PMW HR1/MK1 is a portable professional disc recorder built for reliable field use. Its rugged design, large 9-inch LCD display, and a host of recording and playback features offer a wide range of both linear and file-based workflows, great for field or studio use. The HR1/MK1 supports a wide range of HD, 1080, and 720 recording formats in addition to SD recording formats. It also has dual S/S card slots to allow transfer and backup of clips to XDCAM discs. As you can see, this control panel is laid out just like a studio deck with easy access to major functions. One really nice feature is the built-in waveform and vector scope display. The complete status is overlaid onto the LCD screen so you can confirm the HR1/MK1 setup at a glance. On the rear panel, you can see that the unit is packed with a variety of interfaces, both digital and analog, and a wide range of inputs and outputs, making it easy to integrate with other equipment. The addition of an RS-422 port allows the use of the deck as a player in a linear edit system or for remote control. An RJ45 gigabit Ethernet network connection can also be used for FTP remote control with content browser application and FTP file transfer. A unique feature is a built-in FTP client that allows file transfers to a remote server or another XDCAM deck without the need for another computer. The iLink interface is also available for file-based workflows, allowing the deck to mount to a computer as an external storage drive. Interestingly, the user data recording mode also allows non-AV files to be recorded onto the disk via the iLink or FTP interface. The PDW-HR1 also features SD up convert, HD down convert, 1080 to 720 cross convert, HD SDI remote recording start, as supported by many Sony camcorders, including the PDW-F800 and 700 camcorders, continuous clip recording function, conventional high-speed linear search with jog and shuttle, non-linear file-based playback and search features such as scene selection, which is great when working in an Avid environment. Thumbnail and expand search. This is a non-linear method of searching a clip by dividing it into 12 equal segments and creating new thumbnails. There is also essence mark search. And essence marks are timecode locators that can be added in record or playback mode, and these marks are viewable in the NLE's player window, making them a valuable workflow tool for production logging to post-production. The PDW-HR1/MK1 also has flexible power options with AC, DC, and battery power support for any field requirements. There's also a unique cache recording function to allow seamless disk exchanges while recording. With this function enabled, as one disk becomes full, you can eject the disk and insert a blank disk without stopping the recording process. A 30-second cache continues to record while exchanging the disks. The new disk then receives the cached recording while the live recording continues. Very useful. The memory card adapter opens up a myriad of field workflows and strategies with S/S cards and XDCAM disk media. One strategy is simply to back up S/S clips to professional disk media as opposed to having a person in the role of a media manager, with their job being to operate a computer, a card reader, and a hard drive. The benefits of these strategies results in having your clips archived to the 50-year rated XDCAM disk. Also, another benefit is having a deck with multiple format support and dual S/S card slots, allowing for the transfer and consolidation of various good clips onto the final media of your choice to give to a field producer, for example. As you can see, the PDW-HR1/MK1 gives you the option of multiple workflows in the field while working with professional disc camcorders, S/S camcorders, or both. Next up, the PMW-1000. This deck is a recent addition to the XDCAM family. It is based on the hugely successful PDW-F1600 deck in operation and features, but is based on dual S/S card slots. First off, the PMW-1000 is a full HD studio memory recorder supporting both 1080 and 720 formats. It features enhanced networking and IT functions and is well supported by nonlinear editing systems and network production systems. Its network connection supports CIFS mounting to show its media as a network drive. It also has a built-in FTP client and FTP server for file transfers to or from another XDCAM deck or another FTP server. In other words, you don't need another computer to work with a remote FTP server. Comfortable in both file-based, linear, and baseband applications, the unit can be used as a player for video editing and program output, and as a recorder for non-linear editing. Its RS-422 port supports both VTR protocol and VDCP protocol and can be powered from any of 3 power sources, AC, DC, or battery power, with the optional BKPL551 battery adapter. The PMW-1000 main features include support of multiple codecs, including all of the current XDCAM codecs, and also supports the XAVC-HD1500 recording format with 8 channels of audio. The PMW-1000 also records proxy AV data. In other words, whenever the unit records full resolution MPEG HD422 video, it simultaneously generates and records low-res proxy AV data. Because the small size, proxy AV data can be transferred quickly over computer networks, easily edited in the field with laptop computers, and readily used in a wide variety of applications such as content management and small-scale servers. Like previous products in the XDCAM series, this unit supports a number of convenient search functions, including thumbnail search, essence mark search, and expand search. The PMW-1000 is IT-friendly and is equipped with a network connector. And with our content browser software, can be used for several purposes, such as browsing, logging, creating selects lists, and copying clips, to name just a few. In Avid NLEs, the network drive mount is used for AMA workflows. The same network drive interface is used to import clips into Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, or GVG Edius. The PMW-1000 also supports FTP commands as a client or server, making it easy to transfer files from remote FTP locations or other XDCAM decks without the need for an external computer. In terms of connectors, the PMW-1000 has all of the same interfaces as our popular 1600 deck, but adds an HDMI connector, as well as a USB 3 jack, which can make copying files from an S/S card to external storage fast and easy. As you can see, the PMW-1000 is a good companion deck to the PDW-HD1500 and F-1600, which is our next topic. The PDW-F1600 and PDW-HD1500 are professional disc recorders that support full HD and SD playback and recording with professional disc media. When you use this unit in combination with a nonlinear editing system, the FAM mode enables file transfers between this unit and computers over the iLink interface as an external hard drive. The unit can be used as a player for video editing and program output, and as a recorder for nonlinear editing. For these applications, it can be connected to Sony nonlinear editors, monitors, and other video equipment with HD SDI interfaces. These decks support all of our XDCAM SD and HD codecs and frame rates. For the PDW F1600, using this as the recorder, you can perform linear, insert, and assemble editing. This is an invaluable capability. For example, when a switcher line cut is recorded and you have to go back and perform small cleanup edits for audio, video, or both. There's no need to re-ingest into an NLE, perform the fix-up edits, and then re-export the entire clip. Many customers are using Avid's Digital Cut feature or Final Cut's print-to-tape feature to take advantage of this workflow. Once you discover this capability, it's hard to live without. Another feature common to all the decks we're talking about here today is clip continuous record function. You see, normally a clip is generated as an independent file every time recording starts and stops. The clip continuous record function allows you to continue recording to the same clip until the function is stopped or turned off, regardless of how many times recording starts and stops. This is convenient if you want to avoid generating a large number of short clips, such as when shooting B-roll. These units also support recording of proxy AV data and offer high-speed search with the jog and shuttle dials, as well as convenient clip and essence mark search functionality that we mentioned in our other XDCAM decks. Scene selection. This function allows you to select clips from the disc and insert them into playlists. Clips can be inserted and played back in any order. As well, there's a filter clip function. So with this function, you can take a clip with an NG or bad clip flag, delete all of these clips in one operation. The unit also supports cache recording for seamless disk exchanges, as we talked about with the PDW-HR1. User data, files other than XDCAM clips, can be recorded on professional disk as PC data via the iLink or FTP interfaces. This allows professional disks to be used as data recording media with a data storage capacity of 46 gigabytes for the dual layer disk. The PDW-HD1500 and F-1600 also support a variety of interfaces similar to the PMW-1000. The main difference between these two decks is that the linear edit, SD, and 24p options come in as standard on the F-1600. These options can be added to the HD1500 as desired. The advanced closed caption conversion software option for both the PDW-HD1500 and PDW-F-1600 is also available. This option allows for up or down conversion of EIA 608 or EIA 708 closed caption data along with the video up or down conversion. So, with all these features, you see why the PDW-HD1500 and F-1600 have become one of the workhorse solutions for studio recording and server backup applications. And finally, to finish our tour of the XDCAM family of decks, we'll talk about our new line of professional media station models, the XDS-1000, the XDS-PD-1000, and the XDS-PD-2000. These products are a blend of video server technology integrated with Sony S/S memory card readers and our new 4th generation professional disk drive design supporting 100 gigabyte and 128 gigabyte XDCAM disks with front panel controls similar to XDCAM decks. The XDS-1000 and XDS-PD-1000 have an internal 1 terabyte RAID 4 hard drive storage allowing 30 hours of 50 megabit per second recording. The XDS-1000 has dual S/S card readers only, where the XDS-PD-1000 has both dual S/S card readers and a single XDCAM professional disk drive. The XDS-PD-2000 also has dual S/S card readers and a XDCAM professional disk drive, but uses a 0.5 terabyte solid-state drive for increased networking bandwidth. 16 hours of 50 megabit XDCAM 422 can be recorded on its solid-state drive. The XDS-PD-2000's engine can provide up to 300 megabits per second of bandwidth for file transfers and baseband I/O transfers, where the XDS-PD-1000's engine can provide up to 200 megabits per second of bandwidth. In one mode of operation, the professional media station's internal drive can function as a one-in, one-out server with independent control of each port. As an alternate, an internal drive's operation mode can be switched to VTR mode for operability identical to a conventional studio VTR deck. In addition to supporting all the standard XDCAM codecs, bit rates, and frame rates, these decks support the new XAVC codec with the optional XDBK106. What really makes these decks unique, however, is the use of hard drives or solid-state drives for internal storage, unlocking many unique and powerful workflows. The XDS-PD-2000 is equipped with a high-speed SSD as internal storage and high-performance CPU. It offers the advantage of quicker response during playback, higher speed in multitask file transfer operations, direct control for editing from a nonlinear editor as a network drive, and finally, chase play and chase transfer. You can search and play any portion of the file as it grows, while it's being recorded on the deck. You can also transfer a clip while it's being recorded. We call this the chase transfer function. The XDS PD2000 with its higher bandwidth even allows for a chase editing function, enabling the material being recorded to be laid onto the timeline. In other words, an edit session can be started before the recording is completed. This feature is usually reserved for more expensive video servers. As you can imagine, its unique capability opens up many workflow time-saving benefits. Additionally, for example, you can perform the following operations at the same time on individual clips. Record an input to either internal storage, professional disk, or SBIS memory cards, or simultaneously internal storage and professional disk. As well, clips can be copied internally from one storage medium to any of the others. With the optional XDBK105, the unit can function as a recorder to support insert editing and assemble editing of recorded clips. A linear edit controller such as the ARM280 or the NLE's VTR interface can be used. As you can hopefully see, the XDS series of decks are unique because they're the only XDCAM decks with built-in storage and powerful network interface. So that's just about finishes our tour of the XDCAM family of decks. I hope you found this helpful, and if you'd like more information on any of the products we've discussed, please visit www.sony.com/XDCAM or talk to your Sony account manager or your local Sony professional reseller. And thanks for watching.